I'm here in the shop this morning. Gonna grab a couple seeds here. We got to replant those beets. I don't think it'll be too late. I think you know, we've got it's August 6th, I think 7th, somewhere in there, and I think we've got another solid 2 months before it starts freezing super hard every night. Usually about mid-October to end of October it starts freezing a lot. Are you finding any cucumbers in this mess?
Yeah.
Look at all those.
Gone for a couple days and trying to make pickles. Oh my goodness.
That looks more like a zucchini.
I don't know about this for pickling. We'll see what it tastes like with ranch. You don't want to like put your pickles in and then weeks later be like, ooh, gross. But maybe, are these the same kind of pickles? Like,
those might be bigger zucchinis or zucchinis. Bigger, not even pickles, bigger cucumbers.
Because the coloring is different. Like, I don't know, the plants look the same.
They could be different. I don't know. Those ones grew all nice and straight and the other ones are curvy. We have got a ton of tomatoes hiding in here. They're all green. None of them have ripened up yet. You may notice that I'm in my flip-flops a lot in this video, and it's because I've got a split toenail. I'm trying to keep it from getting ingrown, but we'll see how that goes. We're doing our best over here.
Time for more beets. Are we gonna, no more radishes?
No more radishes. I think we've had enough radishes.
This is my spinach. It's been hot, so it's not doing great, but it survived. And then we have eggplant that, now that the beets have given it space, is starting to get a little bit bigger.
That's pretty thick in there. I don't know if those are gonna do anything.
Should we thin them out?
I didn't even realize this. These are heirloom from 1892. Excited about that. Jamie's like, can you grow antiques?
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane.
So if we feel like the plants need a little boost, little something extra, and I don't want to put a bunch of manure out on there, this is what we use.
You don't want to put manure when the plants are like this because it'll burn them. We can put some in the fall.
Yeah, in the fall, once we pull all of these plants out, I'll fill these beds up with manure. We'll let it sit all winter under the snow, and they'll do great again next year.
You also need to, we get asked a lot about peppers because people have unsuccessful pepper plants. They need nitrogen, they need fertilizer. So I especially fertilize my peppers. I haven't been doing it as much, so I'm hoping they really they should be as big as those tomato plants, and they will be if we fertilize them properly.
So I'm over here listing the thrift haul here, and Eliza comes up to me with some pretty grand ideas.
I want my bed to be like, oh no, that little corner of wood right there.
Just right there?
Yeah, like that.
Just like that?
My bed frame to be just like that.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Apparently she found out I was gonna slap some 2x4s together with some 2x6s and call it a bed frame, and she has other plans. I'm over here feeding the animals and noticed that this chicken picked herself up a string, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that off of her. Looks like it's been there a while. Fred here is not having it. He's like, hey, what are you doing with my girl? Fred, mind your business. Swiss Army knife, gonna come to the rescue. She's all better and back with the other girls. So we're picking out lumber for Eliza's bed build. And she doesn't think that these boards look good. I don't not agree with her. But that's a double negative. I can't say that in a sentence. I agree with her because that looks like it's just sappy. Look at it. This one here meets her approval. All right, that one's good. Slide it in there. We're done.
Yep.
I have everything else we need at home. There's some giggling happening in here. What on earth? Cody, are you gonna live? Hey, go help her hold that dog.
It's easier for her to cut the belly like this.
So we're trying to not shave Cody all the way down like we had to do to Rex.
There's like giant mats and I just cut
That's what I told you to do. You know what?
Like brushes it
If you
out,
get
then
him
it
down,
fluffs up.
if you get him down low enough, I can come back in with the trimmers, and then help you get him all nice and even. All right, I'll be back in an hour. For the record, this is not as traumatic as it looks. Cody thinks he's getting his belly rubbed.
Yeah.
Cody, did someone snuggle you in this couch? Are you buried down in the pillows? Are you buried in the pillows? You guys are looking all cute and snuggly this morning, huh? Huh. Oh, yes. Is the couch yours now? Is the couch yours now? It is, isn't it? Oh, yeah. The haircut's turned out all right. We'll see if he brings it back. Oh, he's going on a walkabout. Rex, come on. Bring it here. It's time to clean the pool. It's pool cleaning day. Cody, go get him. Cody, go get him. Let me have it. Come on. Oh, come here. I can't throw it if you don't bring it. Hey, come here. Ornery and stubborn. I'm not gonna chase you for it. All right, see ya. This tree looks drastically different a week later, but there's still some on here, so we're gonna go ahead and get some to dehydrate. These apricots will still be super tasty. There's a few here and there, and we're gonna clean them up. Oh, you still got it. Here, I'll hold the bucket and you just drop them down.
Okay, those ones are still good.
We picked a bunch of the apricots that had fallen on the ground up, and the chickens are not sad about it.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
Everything's sanded. This is the bed frame upside down. I've got these Simpson ties. Basically, these are for construction. I used a ton of them building the house, and I have a bunch left over. But I'm gonna use these just like this, right up in here. And that's gonna make a super strong bed. All right, before I put the plywood on the top of it, I might do MDF. It depends on what I have over at the barn. But we gotta square this up. So I'm just gonna measure like 2 feet out this way and 3 feet out that way, and then triangulate that and then do it on another corner, and that should be square. Hopefully, as long as the measurements are all the same. It's the same way you get a building square. I had some MDF left over from my CNC machine. It's only 1/4 inch, but it'll work for shear strength, so I'm gonna use it. Jamie and I are huffing and puffing, but we got this in here. Now we just need to get some bins so she can put some stuff underneath and organize all her crafts.
There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
So, right over in here is where our property is, in those mountains there.
And number 65, Jack Ray.
Let's go, Jack! Let's go, Jack! Get in there! Get in there! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Magic!
As promised, I would give you an update on the Cosmos. I feel like they're about 4 feet taller than they were last time. And look at this. This is just the start. Last year in August and September, this whole bed was just filled with flowers like this.
Well, it's funny because like down in the middle, there's some honeysuckle. They're finally blossoming. I think it's because they're shaded.
The honeysuckle's doing good though. Last year it looked almost dead, and this year at least it's green. It's getting good enough sun. And that'll make it, you know, competition makes it grow faster. It's got to get to that sun. This honeysuckle's doing good. The idea is that it just grows up through these obelisks and just takes them over. I still got to get rid of that camper. You know why I haven't listed that? because I haven't cleaned out the inside from last time we used it a year ago.
It can't be that bad. I'm like, just
It's not. It needs swept, and there's like one pot in there that needs taken care
Put
of.
a for sale sign, and when somebody says they're coming, then that'll give us. We gotta clean it. You know, like when company's coming.
We've got Jamie's really pretty flower bed right here, and then back in the back I've got my mess. So I'm gonna work on cleaning that out a little bit, finish cleaning out the rest of the demo. I realized I gotta pull the floors up. I kept forgetting about that, so might get to that this afternoon and get this all cleaned out here at the cottage project.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand.
Oh man, these peaches got big on me overnight. That poor little tree. I think I'm just gonna pull some of these off. They'll be the size they are. We'll let them vine ripen on the rest of these other ones that are little. I think I've got some stuff out of the barn that's gonna help. I got this riser for my sprinklers and some Teflon tape. Should get it done. These are the little peach trees that could. This one's a little more balanced. That other one had a pretty serious lean. I was worried it was gonna snap. So we got 6 peaches off of it. They're decent size, they're not bad. They could be a little bigger, but they'll probably be ripe in a couple days off the vine. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left on here, which, you know, second year having it in the ground, that's pretty exciting.
As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high.
That's not very pretty, but it'll help it out for a minute till I can get a proper stake on that and tie it with the right tape. That Teflon tape's not made for this. It might break first big wind we get, but I think that'll help keep it from snapping.
Dreamy, breezy, we go.
So this is the right tape for tying up a tree or supporting it. I knew I had the right one. We use this on vines and grapes and stuff in the garden. So I'll go redo that Teflon tape with this. I just couldn't find this earlier.
Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel.
We got to go get some dill for the pickles because I was stubborn and didn't want to use the stuff I'd processed. So we're gonna go back in here and collect some new stuff. How much dill do you want? These pumpkins are taking over back here. Let's see if we got any beets up. We planted those beets. Looks like maybe a couple little beets up. Look at these sunflowers. They're going good. Look at that one, it's so tall. I need to come do these apples like I did the peaches and take a few of these off. It's really weighing this little apple tree down. Corn soon. We don't know what kind of plant this is, this squash. It just kind of volunteered back here. We'll see what we get on it. Oh man, look at that. That basil is gonna start going to seed. The cilantro's already flowering. I gotta get in here and take care of this. I feel like we just did this. The basil's big though. I'm gonna probably just hang that. I'll cut that way back and hang it.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond. Dreamy,
time to have some spaghetti and yellow squash, I think. Next year, I might plant the pumpkins a little later because they're already getting ready to harvest. And I guess it's mid-August almost, but still, and this guy here, I don't know, something the other day, wind or something, maybe a gopher cut its root. It's not been doing great. We've been overwatering it, and I think that's helping. But also, I had a friend that's grown a lot of pumpkins, and he said too much water can do the same thing. So now I don't know. But it looks like most of its pumpkins are doing good.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love?
Zeb, what are we doing here?
We are making pickles, sliced and speared.
Wars.
I have peppercorns, and I just use minced garlic because I'm lazy. And then we'll just have to add the brine.
Brine mixture here. What do you got going on?
It's like 4 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, a teaspoon of sugar. I can't remember how much salt. And then I boiled it and let it cool to room temperature, and I apparently did not make enough.
Well, we're basically canning for two gallons of pickles, 4 half gallons.
Yeah, so I made it 1.5 times the recipe. So now we're gonna have to make more brine, let it cool. But there you go, you just put it on there with the peppercorns and the garlic, and we'll put it in the fridge. All right, so Zeb's just pouring our brine mixture. We will link the description to the video below, and we'll let them sit in the fridge for a week, and they'll be ready to eat.
These are the little pots that I always start my trees in as I see trees growing around the yard and I transplant them over here. I want to get some apricots started, so I might take some of these that aren't really taking off or doing so well and put apricot seeds in them. Like this one, that tree died and didn't make the transplant, so now I've just got grass growing in this pot.
Birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Back in this dark corner where I still haven't picked up Harrington's satellite for his internet that he had in here is where I'm gonna leave these trees. While I'm over here, let's check out this corn. It's gotten taller than me, and look at these bees doing all this work right here. They're just filled with pollen. You can see it on his legs, or her legs. I don't know how that works with bees.
Flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
These sunflowers have started to really show off. I'm about 6'2", and they're a solid 1.5 feet taller than me, and still going. Some are even bigger down that way and haven't even blossomed out yet. When it's Sunday and you're coming straight from a church meeting, but you still got to feed the cow and go to your next thing.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike.
We got a lot done this week, not necessarily what I had planned. I mean, the goal is always to get back in there in the cottage, and we just didn't make it. But, you know, maybe tomorrow's the day that we get that going. Kids go back to school Wednesday, so our schedule frees up a little once that happens.
I'm glad that we got those pickles done. Pickles are actually my favorite thing to make. Zeb's least favorite thing to eat, so I always have to encourage him to help me get it done.
I love like a crisp pickle. I've just never had good homemade ones, so we'll see if these ones turn out.